Musical Conversations on Plaza Midwood Community Radio, PMCR Charlotte.
Musical Conversations on Plaza Midwood Community Radio is made possible by the Bluebird Beauty Bar. Polly Hall and Kaya Stowers are committed to meeting the needs and expectations of each client, offering cuts, colors, and chemical waves, and everything from facial waxing to makeup and updos for bridal parties and proms. 408 Beaumont Avenue in Charlotte, BluebirdBeautyBar.com. Don't forget to tell them you are a musical conversationalist. Welcome to Musical Conversations. Not long ago, there was a large contingent, I have to say for at least this room, of the punk and hardcore punk scene here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Johnny Moss from Dirty South Revolutionaries and Turd, Tyler Deadmen from All Rise, Daniel Biggins and Brandon Hamby from The Seduction, Levi, also known as Satan Party, from Dr. Cirkustein, also Turd, and a few other bands. His girlfriend Pants was in, and Viken of about 12 different bands was in also. And the conversation got deep, and here we are very deep into that conversation. This is part 3 of the musical conversations that we had brought down for the 2-hour version on Plaza Midwood Community Radio. And we get back into the conversation as we are deeply talking about those in town who support the music scene. Let's get back to it. People need places to play,
There's a lot of people.
and it's a pain in the ass. For example,
you got a band in mind that, a band from out of town hit me up. Sad and French. I'd never heard of them before. A buddy of mine sent me one of their YouTube videos, and these guys need a show. It was as easy as me. I'd never booked a show at Tommy's, and I just emailed Jamie on Facebook.
Yeah.
Or I hit him up on Facebook. And I told him, I was like, I got this band, and I can get a couple more to go on it. Can I have this night? And he had it open. He said, sure.
Yep.
And he didn't know me from any other Tom, Dick, and Harry in the street.
Right.
And so anybody could literally come.
That's what I did. I had gotten Acid FM in there, and that's what I had done. Now, I had met him before, kind of in passing, one time when I was there, but he'd also heard of me through Plaza Midwood Community Radio, Musical Conversations, and Live Limelight. But that's just heard of me, and
Right. But you got guys like that who will literally let anybody come in there and give it a shot. And if you can bring a band in there, get them to play their set, and end by the time he wants them to be done, the man takes money out of his own register, hosts a free show, and makes sure that these bands get paid. And all you got to do is get some people there who want to drink some beer, which isn't that hard whether a band's playing or not.
Right.
Yeah, that was the last show I was allowed to go there.
Yeah,
that's it.
Don't mosh at Tommy's Pub.
No. And that's one of the things that he had said was, as long as the band is not a hardcore punk running.
We played there, man. I think it was
a chance to do whatever the heck you want.
He did give me plenty of chances.
But it's such a small place. Somebody's going to get damaged. Something's going to get damaged there.
It got weird.
And I'm sure. And it's probably nothing against. And it's definitely nothing against you.
There's a million other bands out there.
Yeah, it's nothing against you. It's that you're.
Yeah. And it's not like I don't have any hard feelings. It just is what it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Everything finds its time. Everything finds its place.
My place is in the Milestone. My place is in the Chop Shop. My place is at Root.
But a lot of and you go to the Milestone and the list. And I do that for the concert calendar. I read off the list, and then sometimes it's like, and tonight's list or this night's list that the Milestone starts with and continues through, and then and I'm reading 6-7 band names.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to call anybody out on an individual. This is not personal.
No,
this is just me trying to say,
other than
you
Jeff.
have this fucking amazing scene happening around you,
and I don't know how much of that.
Bands,
I don't know.
It's a waste of your potential.
I just think it's the size of Tommy's and the bands that were there and the crowd that showed up for those bands. Because what was it? It was like DSR, All Rise, Nemesis.
You don't want to book a band that's going to bring 100 people to a bar that holds 20.
Well, the
we had
problem with that was you booked the 2 hardcore bands, which brought out 100 some people by itself.
On top of the 100 and some we already had.
I don't know how much yours coming up.
Plus anyone else that was out there, which made the place. I had to carry my drum set over the bar so high up that Like,
yeah, wasn't Group 36 was playing that?
It was
too, or the night before. Like you had 2 nights, didn't you?
Yeah,
it was 2 nights.
Because I know the night All Rise played was when all the graffiti and everything happened, and they started.
It was the room was full. The bar was full. The front was full, and the parking lot was full.
Like it was
That's a lot of people.
I've never been
we don't even have a head count. They all couldn't get through the door.
Right.
There was easily over 200-something people in Tommy's Park.
And that's I mean the place is exceedingly small.
It was kind of an experiment on my part. I was kind of a dick about it. Like I was like, I wanted to put a massive show in a small club because I just like chaos.
That's a lot of chaos there.
And
then you upgraded, and now you're booking shows at Chop Shop, bringing 200-300 people.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's the same with the Tommies. There might be 20 people show up. There might be 200 people show up. Yeah. But the fact that, you showed somebody what you can do. Oh, it's too much for here. People are going to see that. All anybody's got to do is try. If all you're doing is telling somebody about a show, or if you want to bring a band to a place, it's really easy to do. You just have to try. But there's the part about it that bothers me the most is there's people who are just like, oh, I'm in this band. Can my band play? Can my band play? Can my band play? Really, if you want your band to play,
you do it yourself.
Get somebody else's band. Show them that, hey, this isn't my band, but this band wants to play. And let them know that you're willing to take and stick your neck out for somebody who has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
And then, if you can make it work, just by telling people, it's the easiest thing in the world. People will take you seriously to the point to where they'll let your band do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And it grows.
Well, that is the core question: is how does a band build an audience?
Just be
playing shows.
Just be you.
Keep doing it.
Just keep doing it. Get with other bands.
Yeah.
Getting with other bands is really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Because one band can do it, but if no one knows you, everyone's like, oh, we want to play with this band. Well, of course, the first band you got in mind probably doesn't want to have anything to do with you because they've already went through that. They don't want to be the only band drawing people because, of course, everyone wants to get bigger. Everybody wants to get better. Everybody wants to draw more people. But there are people out there in this town who will give you a chance. Every single person in this room is definitely one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
If we can make something happen, we'll make it happen. But as easy as it was to come by,
it can be gone.
It can be gone, but at the same time, someone brand new who knows nothing about it or knows everything about it can start it fresh somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think too many people just depend on somebody else, man. Like nobody's like some of the best musicians I've ever seen, like haven't done anything with themselves because they're too busy sitting around waiting for somebody else to pick up and book them shows and be able to send them on tour. And I know Moss and I mean, shit, like we've booked everywhere in this country all on our own and gone around on our own. And yet some of these awesome ass musicians that you just wonder how come they're not known, they're just sitting at their house waiting for somebody else to pick up on them and everything instead of doing it themselves. And I think that's just pretty vital, is like not depending on shit and just being able to do it yourself. I mean, shit. I mean, we went all the way out West Coast and everything just on our. We didn't have anybody helping us, man. We didn't even know what the hell we were getting into, but we did it.
How'd you do that? Get places across? Just
booked it and went.
Booked it and went.
Just got in the fucking van.
Just got into a van.
Were you booking me while you were on the road?
No, we booked it and went. I mean, we've done this. DSR's done this.
I think we started booking like 6 months in advance. One of the first times I met you guys, like before we even did our first show, I said, "Hey, I'm going to start putting together a national tour and everything," and I started booking it. And all of us just kind of chimed in with our own contacts and everything.
I mean, I had no illusions of Rockstar, man. This is something we do because if we didn't do this, we wouldn't exist.
Right. Well, the question I have then is, how'd you get the list of places to go to that would be open to your music? And
the same Trails Black Flag
started it. Mutual contact. I'm from down in New Orleans, so I had contacts down there in like Texas and everything. Mm-hmm. They had contacts up here in Tennessee and
whereabouts. Down in New Orleans. Whereabouts, if I may ask?
I actually lived in where I grew up and went to school and everything was actually in the North Shore, a suburb of New Orleans called Mandeville, right across Lake Pontchartrain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
right next to Slidell.
Yeah. There's Slidell and then Mandeville, and it goes over to Hammond and Baton Rouge and so on.
I know the area. Wait till we get to talking about New Jersey. Go on.
Yeah.
I got that too.
But we just all like pieced together our individual contacts. Each one of us had certain places, and I know I had contacts in Tennessee, and you guys had contacts in Tennessee, and then we had mutual contacts down in Houston, and I had the contact up in Minnesota and Colorado. We had the contacts and everything. So
people broke on that tour.
People
mentally broke down.
Oh yeah,
yeah. There was many fights.
Tour.
Yeah,
and if you've been on a few, you see them, and it doesn't matter how many times you've been out. People break down. Some people cannot handle not being on the couch in pajama pants. I mean,
there's a lot of band fights.
I
know. We all went through. DSR and All Rise both was sitting there contemplating members to kick out at like certain times throughout the road because so much shit was happening that we were just like, this person's got to go, this person's got to go, this person's got to go, and then once we ended up coming right back into North Carolina, it was like everything just like was completely forgot about. It was like, yay, we're back home now. All right, everything's all fine.
Everybody was happy because they were back home, and to be honest with you, I was not happy to be back home because I feel like the Great American Experience, and I don't
is out on the road.
Kind of fucking freak tard here is out there.
Right.
It's not sitting here, you know, and
that's what so many bands do, man. Is they just kind of sit around.
Yeah, you get out there and you see that you're not shit.
Right.
No one cares about you in other cities. No one knows you're alive. You're not some big shit.
Yeah.
Fuck Johnny Moss. I'm not Johnny Moss when I walk in a club.
No, he's definitely not. I've seen him.
Who is he?
Drew 10 people.
Oh, you're a piece of shit that drew 10 people?
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
Like, I'll walk in a club around here, everybody say, oh, it's Johnny Moss. Some asshole talks a bunch of shit on the internet, fights everybody, dickhead, fuck him, or I like him, or I love him, or
he booked a band I worked with once.
Fucking opinion of me.
You know. He bought me a beer once, and he's a great guy. Yeah,
but you walk in a club like 3 states away.
Not that he buys beer. For
and that's what's awesome, man. Is like you get out there and you're experiencing your first show all over again and everything, and it's like you're a band that's going up for their first show.
Start over in a weird way.
Every single time, every single show.
You got to play good because you can't just jump up on stage and they'll be like, "Oh, DSR plays shit."
Yeah, everybody knows you guys and everything. It's like nobody knows you.
Listen to them ever again.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean?
And it's something that Jarrett Burry, Zoltan von Burry, also he goes by, read all over Chelsea Daggers. He was in Bloody Hammers also for a while. I don't know if he's still in Bloody Hammers, but anyway, he said that playing in town, this is the problem that he has, and this is why those bands hadn't played in Charlotte often. So you get to Greensboro, there's 150 people. Here in Charlotte, you might get 50. And they're from here. But getting out and getting to... These people would probably show up at the place anyway. Might be the thing. Might be a different scene like that. But you get out in front of these people who aren't familiar with you. That does prove the mettle of the band. Can you guys handle this? It's great to stand there and sing a song that you've played 4 times, and so the person who's seen you the last 4 times can sing along to it.
Yeah.
But... up there with a song that nobody's ever heard before, and that's
what makes
scary.
metal of a band is accepting criticism.
Yeah, and that's how you grow, man.
Yeah, like if you're in a band long enough and you get big enough, somebody's gonna fucking hate you. Like and
that happens
just a little bit.
Right,
they're gonna hate you a lot,
and it's gonna be unjustified. It's gonna be. It's just gonna be
the reason for existing.
Yeah.
And you're going to get on, and back for me in the day, it was MySpace. I get on MySpace and I have hate messages. And 2-3 years ago, I was getting on Facebook and I had hate messages like, "You're a piece of shit. You're an asshole."
I think we all get them, man.
Yeah, we all do. Like at some point when you get to that level, and you might have brought it on yourself, and you may not have. You may have just been an honest musician.
Yep.
But even like these honest country musicians who sing about like nothing. And just like sing about just being out in the country, they get hated on. It's like if you're big enough, and what makes you a metal as a musician, or what tests you as a musician, is how you accept that criticism.
Yeah,
you can either get all offended by it, which is a fucking waste of your time,
right?
Or you can just fucking be like, hey, you know what? Fuck you, I'm doing me. fuck all of them.
Yeah, and that's going to happen all the time, man. Nobody's like loved by every single person. Every single band, every single person has people that like them.
People really love me, dude.
Yeah, no. I don't know about that, but
I don't have
there's a lot of people that love people and a lot of people that hate people
who don't understand,
man, like regardless of who
that
you
I've done, and are like, well, who the hell is he to say this about this band or whatever? And I'm like, well, yeah, I've kind of experienced these other bands.
No, I'm a complete asshole, and I'm not smart, and everything that happened to me, I brought on myself. But I wouldn't have had it any other way. You know
exactly.
what I mean? You learn from your fucking mistakes, and I learned a fuck ton about what not.
You've made a lot of mistakes.
You're saying every mistake you can possibly make, but in the end, it made me like not a total cocksucker. Like I do all these charity shows, and I'm not sitting here trying to be like, I'm a Plaza Midwood good person. Fuck that and fuck that trend. But what I am going to do is keep doing shit for the community. I'm going to keep doing charity events, and I'm going to be an old stubborn asshole. But I'm going to be I'm going to be your old stubborn asshole, and I'm going to keep fucking doing it. And I think if we all adopt that and just be willing to embrace it, we're shitbags, but try to make the world slightly better.
And you're okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah. No. I mean, we're all gonna keep doing it though. Is what is the bottom of it?
Dumbass kid forever.
All of it. The bottom of all of what you're saying is the core of it. I guess is keep doing it. Keep going.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Yeah, you can't.
Exactly.
You're a fucking pussy if you stop.
Yeah. I've got
no offense towards whoever's PC or whatever, but yeah, you can't stop ever, ever. And if you take their criticism and think anything about it, you're fucking wasting your time.
Yeah.
Because if you're breathing, someone's criticizing you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yep.
These are words I've needed, by the way. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's all good, man.
Yeah.
I tend to be a beacon of hopeless hope.
Hopeless hope.
Did that even make sense?
A hopeless
Everybody's working for the beacon.
I have always considered myself to be a pessimistic optimist in that I expect the worst, absolute worst. This way I'm always pleasantly surprised.
Absolutely.
Guaranteed. It's going to be better than I expected it to be because,
we inevitably know what the end result of all this is, but it's every step you take towards that determines, determines your experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to make the right steps.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Keep going.
And I don't feel like I made the wrong steps. I feel like I made a lot of self-interest steps, and I did them for all the wrong reasons. But now I'm just trying to bring a few people with me and try to have some fun.
Spoken like a true dad.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do is develop something that takes care of, concentrates on, pays attention to the local scene, but also doesn't ignore the that which is going on out around the world and everything else. But really pay attention to, because it's all music.
Yeah. Well,
and it's all performance.
If I stopped and pretended like you guys weren't around me, then how big of a shit would I be? Or if you did the same to me,
right?
No one would care. Your life wouldn't even matter.
No.
And it's not about your life fucking mattering, because in essence, it doesn't with fucking space dust.
Yeah.
But
stardust.
I'm this blob of fucking eons and ions.
Completely different drug.
Yes.
Let's get some of that. But I'm just trying not to be an absolute cocksucker.
Come on.
Well,
don't rule anything out.
You're lying to yourself.
Yeah, I think this is really good. I think it's a nice examination of what it is that we've got in Charlotte going, and it's the Charlotte region.
Asheville too. I mean, I know more people that go to Asheville shows than people who leave Plaza Midwood to go see a show in Mooresville.
Right.
That's true.
And that's the other thing at Freeman's Pub down in Gastonia. Mm-hmm. There are people there showing up there every other week from Asheville.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's a good distance.
I mean, going to Rock Hill, seeing a show at the Courtroom. What is it?
Courtroom McGetty's.
Yeah.
I was sad that the money, Firewater 110, whatever the hell they called it.
God, the money was horrible.
I used to live around the corner from New York Pizza. This place is tiny as crap, putting on like the biggest hardcore shows.
It still does, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it's like, how does this stuff happening?
Somewhere Else Tavern, stuff like that up there.
I've never even been to any of those places.
That's a pretty cool spot.
I played an art gallery there one time, and everybody just stood there. What was the name? You know the name of that joint?
No.
Right across the street from New York Pizza.
Is it?
Played there. I forget what it's called, but
it's a weird crowd out there.
I like when we played there.
It's just they're from Greensboro, dude.
They got their own thing going. I mean, it's whatever. So does Raleigh. So does everywhere else. Charlotte's just Charlotte. We're like the Austin of this state. We're a little different.
Yeah.
Night pie.
And I don't hate any of the other towns around, and a lot of the other towns wish they were here.
Yes.
But and I'm probably going to get some hate for that. But
I don't know.
it is what it is.
I do know people up in Statesville that wish they were here.
Yeah.
We
have as far as the Carolinas go, we have it. It's on lock here.
Yeah.
And if you're not here, you need to get here somehow, because everywhere else is just not doing it like we are.
Right.
And you should get here so we can make this bigger.
Key things, the diversity. Yeah, sure, there's a bit of infighting, but not to the point of...
There used to be, but it's good now.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah. And if it's a little more intelligent than I just fucking hate them. It's more intelligent than that. Well, it's good. It's a wonderful...
It's a good level.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have worked really hard to get to this level, despite idiots like me trying to throw monkey wrenches in their shit. But they people here have done a good job. People like Buck, and a lot of other people that get a lot shit on a lot. They actually are instrumental, know. It's they put their ass into it. And there are so many of them they can't even be named, And dude, I mean, I was around here 10 years ago. This place was a fucking wasteland. It was not like this. Okay. I mean, on any real level. There's a reason why Anti-Scene is named Anti-Scene. Mm-hmm. It was garbage, and Jeff Clayton will tell you it's garbage. Jeff Williams will tell you it's garbage. They'll all tell you it's garbage at some point, but
it stands for something. It shows you that it can last. Anything can last.
Yeah.
All you got to do is do it.
Just keep doing it. And keep doing it, and keep doing it, and doing it for the right reasons, and not giving up. And
right.
I have all the faith in the world in this fucking place, and anybody who wants to call me out on it can, because I'll just laugh it off. I don't care.
We'll still be at the show Friday.
This is my place. This is where I belong. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is our city, so fuck them.
Mm-hmm. Fuck them. It's our city, whether we're from here originally or not. No. It's our city. This is where we're at. From Jersey, whereabouts?
North Jersey, Bergen County.
Bergen County. I know Bergen County very, very well.
I mean, I lived up there. Still pretty young overall, but I mean, I live about 30 minutes from New York City.
Yeah.
So, and my grandparents lived over in Fort Lee.
Uh-huh.
So it was literally a bus ride.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would be up in there all the time.
Spit on the bridge.
Yeah, pretty much.
Some of the best sushi I ever had. It's Fort Lee. Sorry.
Fort Lee, yeah.
I was working for a Japanese company that was up in Franklin Lakes. I was living in Elmwood Park, so I would take 208 all the way up and go.
Yeah, I lived in Mawa for the most part. That was way up on the border of New York State, pretty much. Yeah, all my family actually lived up over there, and then we all moved down here.
Yeah.
So that's the story of that.
I like it here. It's a cool place.
I do too.
Mainly
because all the bands that I like. For example, I mean, in New Jersey, I was still pretty young for the most part, not really being able to get in the scene. But when I moved down here, I started.
How long have you been living down here now?
About 7 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should be 7 years now. But when we started Nemesis, that was the first.
That band's not together anymore.
Yeah, we started as Ravage, and then the band Ravage that we didn't know about from California hit us up and asked us to change our name.
Huh.
So they changed it to Nemesis, and our first show was over at, what was that place off Monroe Road that, like, it was like a hole in the wall. It was it closed down shortly.
The Underground.
What was it? Charlotte's Underground. That
yeah.
was our first show over there.
As opposed to the Charlotte Underground.
Yeah, that was our first show we ever played.
That was another place that was also a strip joint beforehand, and then they used to have the Return of the Bats there, the Goth Night with DJ Spider. Yeah, I used to go there, hang out.
Used to be a tip club before.
Yes, that's what I just said.
I used to go over there with a member of the Rotten Liberals. I don't know if anybody remembers them.
No.
It was just an old punk band.
I've heard that name, though.
Yeah, they're on the Pigler album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
So, yeah, I mean, we played our first show there, and I mean, I had my friend, because the thrash scene in Charlotte is nothing. We're the only thrash band for however long.
I couldn't name a thrash band right now, can I?
I think the only one that I could think of.
Do you know a thrash band?
Groot, maybe?
They're not.
Groot,
I mean,
they're not
like
together.
Old school thrash metal. I think we are the only band doing that. Wow. And the only other band I could think of, what was it? They were called False Prophet. But yeah, I mean, the scene here for that was very little, but we had a really good crew who would come out, to that first show. I mean, Charlotte's Underground wasn't huge. Maybe we had about 50 people come out for our first
the two
show.
Rooms kind of thing. And
Yeah. But in the actual where the stage, maybe about 50 people. Brought our friends Possessor down from Virginia Beach, who was pretty new at the time.
Okay.
And it was fun, and then we met all these people. We started getting connections in Virginia Beach. We go play Virginia Beach in this place in the back of a music store, and pretty much sell out the place. Wow. We played right in the middle, and it was filled to the back. People going up the stairs.
Wow!
And we're so young, we're freaking out. And this was the craziest show ever. Lights go out when we start. There's intro music, everything, and the crowd starts moshing, stage diving. People are pretending to sing our lyrics. Like, it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So for a period of time, we were, this band that, had a big following of the younger crowd. As it got older, cards started phasing out, Nemesis playing, but not, maybe playing 20, 30 people. And then we started venturing out other genres. We did POW on the sludge band, Samuel L. Jackson, joined DSR, made all these.
That was the name of the band, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, that was our punk band.
Absolutely
amazing.
It is literally. We never tried. It was just get as drunk as possible and play. No, that's what we tried to do.
I actually appreciate that name. It got me out of work early a lot of times. I'd tell my boss, I'd be like, look, man, I got to go do a show. Samuel L. Jackson's going to be there. And he was like, whoa, get there now, man. I was like, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, we had fun. I mean, it was a good thing. I mean, Nemesis is starting to play again.
I'll tell you what that is. That's a motherfucking miracle. Musical Conversations on Plaza Midwood Community Radio is brought to you by the Bluebird Beauty Bar. Polly Hall and Kaya Stowers are committed to meeting the needs and expectations of each client, offering cuts, colors, and chemical waves, and everything from facial waxing to makeup and updos for bridal parties and proms. 408 Beaumont Avenue in Charlotte, BluebirdBeautyBar.com. Do not forget to tell them you are also a musical conversationalist. Go on.
Yeah, no, I mean, Nemesis is starting to play again. It's been over a year. We played our first show. We have a few more coming up. We had some shit going on between us, but we worked it all out.
Good.
But ever since I joined DSR, I mean, honestly, I've only been with them since January. And I've been having time in my life with these guys. I mean, I love all the bands I play and all the people I know, but something about them, I mean, we all fuck with each other. We all make fun of each other, talk shit, get mad on the road, but I mean, we have a blast, and I love doing what I'm doing with them.
Well, it's all right to pick on each other if you know that there is still the giving a fuck about you behind that.
Maybe.
I mean,
no. They don't care about
I think actually both of us, man. I think All Rise and DSR has been out of town together the most, man. Like, as far as together, man, like the places that we've gone. For some reason, we always seem to go out there together, man.
Brian Bylansky and Anguish.
Yeah,
he's always gone.
I'm not sitting here trying to,
I think he's hitting Australia too. By the way,
here, but
How's that for a tour?
Experience the road, you know. You gotta get
branch out, man.
Non-stop.
And it's not even. It's
Book
like
it and do it.
You don't gotta go far. You just gotta change the landscape every once. You know, you just gotta see something different.
Yep.
Because if you could, it's a fishbowl here, man.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden you stay in this fishbowl long enough and you start trying to be the biggest turd in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's the point? You know.
Next thing you know, you're cut.
Yeah.
The Who.
Done cut up turd. No, I'm joking around, but like,
Oof.
you know, you got to get out there and fucking know you're nothing, and know that if you are something, then you're still nothing, and it don't matter. You just got to get out there and enjoy. And it sounds like fucking hippie talk, but you got to get out there and enjoy being, man. If you can't enjoy that, then fucking you're fucked, you know.
Right.
And the road is the best place to do that. You can have fun here with your friends, and you know it's like a big high school, and you're at the prom. But when you get out there on the road, man, that's what separates the men from the boys.
I think that was like one of me and your favorite times on the road. Is you remember every time just watching the other people in the bands freaking out, and me and you would be sitting there like with like no money or no food or anything, just sitting there. Just sitting there. I was eating barbecue potato chip sandwiches, and fucking me and you are sitting there, and we're like, why the fuck is everybody bitching, and everybody else is fucking freaking out, and me and you are just like, time to make it to the next show, daddy.
Yeah, I think everybody comes in with the preconception that
it's gonna be like hotel life every night, and there's gonna be like
naked girls around you and piles of drugs and like kegs, and it's not that.
The only time that happened was in Ohio, man. In Ohio, when we had that hotel room, and fucking we had about fucking 15 other people sleeping in the hotel room with us after I stole all those steaks from the fucking venue.
It gets weird out there, man. They didn't pay us, so that's the backstory on that.
The venue decided not to pay us, so I found their kitchen. I stole all their steaks out of their refrigerator, and we went and got a grill and sat outside the hotel room and fucking grilled steaks that we defrosted in the bathtub.
Wow.
Yeah,
rock on.
It was even weirder than that. It got weirder that night. But
yeah, there's pissed girls being pissed on, and
I wasn't trying to talk about.
And fucking creepy ass motherfuckers like fucking making out with girls that after they got. Oh my god, dude. Fucking Moldy Locks is in the bathroom, fucking pissing on fucking girls and shit like that, and.
Well,
there TCG's like trying to make out with the damn girl afterward. Oh my god!
There are the stories of the bands that they would get a hotel room, but they would walk up and down the aisles or the hallways and pick up the food left outside by the the guests there. Because it's half-eaten shit, but it's there.
Just don't got the money to get yourself.
I just remember getting late-night text messages with like pictures of members of DSR, blood running down their face, and like, what happened? Oh, he hit himself in the head with a beer bottle. We don't know what the hell happened.
Dude, did that happen on the road, or was that New Year's Eve?
I think it was New Year's.
Yeah, when fucking
that noise.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
that oh my god, dude! Yeah, when Potsy busted his head open with the bottle, man.
A motel room.
Yeah, I totaled that fucking motel room, man. I fucking threw that chair through the wall. There was lawsuits. Police were called. Everything, man.
That was bad.
Yeah. I told everybody, I was like, it's New Year's Eve. I'm gonna make this memorable tonight, and I fucking, I think we did it, man.
You incriminated yourself to the nth degree.
It's obviously memorable, if you're remembering it.
It was a unique night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. You got one. Okay, road story. From a drummer.
It's like, one time I played drums.
Yeah, one time I played drums live, and then we went back. Dildos live. No, really, when we did the...
I don't use drumsticks, I use dildos.
No, when we did the DSR Seduction mini tour, I guess you want to call it, up north during the Snowpocalypse tour. That's what it was. When we played in Delaware, we played in Delaware, and played this bar in front of 2 people. Like it started snowing. We played in front of 2 people. It was open mic night or something. So we after the show, we're like, fuck, we're gonna party. We go to that one liquor store or whatever down the street, buy 2 30-packs of PBR. 2 Moss buys a Mad Dog, and then he's like, how much is
30
it?
30 packs
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 racks, man.
And Moss buys a Mad Dog. He's like,
you might as well just buy the water. Never mind. Sorry. Go on.
They started selling them in 30 packs because they had less alcohol content in them due to the state regulations. So they would just put more beer in the case. And then it's like, it's a lot. It's just as easy to package them in 30 packs as it is 24 packs.
Yeah.
That's probably why it hasn't made it down here yet, because they haven't started regulating how much alcohol they can put in a specific beer.
I'm pointing to my 10.3, which is why North Carolina is such a craft beer location. You know, it's wonderful. If you like good beer.
No, I like good beer.
Nope. You'll stick to your PBR?
PBR.
You can have your PBR.
No, High Life.
High Life. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Champagne
Miller.
beers.
Finish the story, yeah. Come on. We're talking.
No, all right. So Moss walks up to the counter with a Mad Dog, and
this is not an unimaginable
it's
situation here. I can't.
Well, he found it, got really happy. So he goes up. He's like, "How much is it?" And they're like, "Oh, whatever, 5 or 7 or something." So he's like,
"What?"
Something like, I don't know. So he's like, "All right, I'll get another one." So unless your total came out, I was already drunk when this was happening. Either way, he buys 2, and I said, "Fuck it." I go, "There's this thing of Fireball right there," and I'm like, "I'm by that." So we have a bottle of Fireball, 2 Mad Dogs, and 60 beers, and we go to this motel right down the street. Brandon from the Seduction, he buys 2 rooms for us, one for whoever wanted to sleep, and then the rest of us who just kept drinking all night. We finished everything. And we left with 6 beers. That was the end of it. We left with 6 beers. But all I remember is in that little liquor store, it was 2 Indians running the place. And Moss said, "We brought back one of your people about me."
Oh, okay. This is where you've been accused of being every
Indian
race, every ethnicity, everything.
You know.
Yeah, well, you know.
But
what's the name of your band?
But I also remember them having the Jesus talk at about 4 in the morning. For about 30 minutes straight. I'm just sitting there, and we're drinking bullshit, and then they're just having a Jesus talk. I don't know about what. Just talk. You guys are like literally serious debate. You, Daniel, Jonathan, and you, Brandon, like all in a serious debate about Jesus.
Wow.
I know Jonathan was the only sober one. So
good for him. That must have been a terrible experience.
But yeah, so oh yeah. But I didn't remember someone breaking something in that room. Adam, I think, threw a beer and shattered something, and then a trash can went flying somewhere. And then there was this guy that was outside. That was literally walking. I don't remember who. It was like, "Hey, you want to smoke?" It's like, "Yeah, I'll bring some over." Goes back in his room, never shows up again. And then the people next door to us were staring at us out the window as we're loading in, trying to get out the snow because we were knocking on their wall.
Well, I think this is the point where I can go, after the talking about the Jesus talk, I can go play another DSR song. This is, all right. This is Went Straight to Hell.
Yep, I wish they would.
bumping, dude.
Rock on, daddy, rock on.
All right.
South go rise again, daddy.
Hell yeah.
In the middle of nowhere, wasting my time. In the middle of nowhere, pretty soon I'm gonna die. Stuck in my funk, living in a trailer, not paying rent. Want just to step away, living in a tent. In the middle of the country, far from my home. I ain't got nobody, so I won't go. The protection of my life. Talk about shit and the strife. My friends, my family, all things mean shit to me. Losing hope for my dreams. The sucker, so it seems. Staying way down south, living day by day. I got some PBR to drink the pain away. Don't tell me how to live my life. I do survive. Fucked up, out of my mind. My poor kids that was blind. Now more than so I see. This doesn't matter to me. In the middle of nowhere, wasting my time. In the middle of nowhere, I just wanna die. Stuck in my fuck, I'm doing nothing right, but I'm doing just fine. 'Cause I'm running from the cops, so I don't do no time. There's no drugs here, just the fucking cows. So I'm gonna stay the bird, get fucking loud. I got 3 warrants for me in 3 separate counties. One of them for starting a riot, and the other 6 being me. There's something around me, but to the sky. I'm blasting you as bombs, get fucking high. So don't expect me to listen to you. I can give a shit less. That's your point of view, your point of view. In the middle of nowhere, wasting my time. In the middle of nowhere, I'm gonna.
That's by DSR. That's in the middle of nowhere. Before that, what the hell did I play? In the city, and then went straight to hell. This is Dan. It's Musical Conversations. Well, we're down to 3, and I think that's it for you guys. It's been great. It's a lot of fun.
Take the rainy ride home. All right, man, we're going to roll.
All right.
But it was good to hang out with you.
It's
Once
great.
again.
Hey, anytime. You know
Definitely,
that.
man.
This time, maybe less people and a little bit more focused would be great. But
Yeah,
I had a
we'll
great
do that.
time. I did. You know.
You gotta peek it out sometimes.
Oh, yeah. No, it was fantastic. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow night.
Definitely.
You know.
I don't know how I'll be
Double Door.
feeling. I drank a little bit tonight, so we'll see.
You've got a
Probably
lot of
drink
hours.
a little tomorrow, too.
You've got a lot of hours between now and then.
Hey, dog will hunt. All right, brother. It's good to see you.
And wonderful. We're going to end with something DSR-ish, I think. Just because, all right, what the hell do you want?
I'm joking. I don't care.
Oh, I think Overdramatic Cocksucking Bitch is the next song I should be playing here because it is. But I thank you. All right. If we can do it. There we go.
You thinking that you're a princess. You're just a piece of shit. I can't help but notice that you're fucking proud of it. If you hear this song and you think it's about you, well, I'm here to confirm all the stuff, baby, 'cause they are true. You stupid fucking cunt, get your nose out of the air, 'cause I'm in reaching distance, bitch, I'll kick you out of your chair. Overdramatic, cocksucking bitch, I fucking hate you. Overdramatic, cocksucking bitch, I fucking hate you.
A fascinating piece there, an overdramatic cocksucking bitch, which I felt was a great way to end the show. The DSR part, and Johnny Moss is taking off, and everybody else has left, and so now where do we go? Oh my God, I have no idea. Where do we go from here? In what direction? I have no idea. I had mentioned, kind of, from the Briefcase Full of Blues, I had mentioned some of their stories sounded like, Rubber Biscuits.
Yeah, I promised Elwood he could do a song. Elwood, you want to do a song?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a song by the Chips.
Here, right ahead, another hit, here, right ahead, another hit, I right ahead, another hit, I right ahead, another hit, here, right ahead, another hit, I right ahead, another hit, I right ahead, another shop, there, right ahead, another hit, here, right ahead, another hit,
Do that again.
bow, here, right ahead, another hit, yeah, right ahead, there, right ahead, another hit, I right ahead, another hit, here, right ahead, another hit, I right ahead, another hit, here, right ahead, another hit, Have you ever heard of a wish sandwich? A wish sandwich is the kind of a sandwich where you have 2 slices of bread and you wish you had some meat. Bow. Here, right ahead, another hit. Here, right ahead, another hit. There, right ahead, never. Now, right ahead, another hit. Here, right ahead, another hit. Here, right ahead, another hit. Right ahead, another hit. The other day, I had a ricochet biscuit. A ricochet biscuit is the kind of a biscuit that's supposed to bounce back off the wall into your mouth. If it don't bounce back, you go hungry. Bow. Here, right ahead, another hit. Here, mama, here, right ahead, another hit. Right ahead, another hit. Here, right ahead, another hit. Right ahead, another hit. Right ahead, another hit. The other day, I had a cool water sandwich and a Sunday go to meeting bun. Bow. Here, I hit another hit of water. I got a hit of water. Here, mama, here, got a hit of water. Hey, papa, here, I hit another hit of water. Here, got a hit of water. Here, got a hit another hit of water. Here, got a hit another hit of water. Here, on a hum, I'm a shop. Here, on a hop, I'm a chicken. Here, on a hum, on a hit. Here, on a name, on a hum, on a here, on a hit, on a hit. Here, on a hum, on a hit of water. Here, mama, hum, I'm a shop. Here, on a hit, on a chicken. Here, on a hit, on a chicken. Here, on a hit, on a hit. Zoom, mama, hum, a chicken. What do you want for nothing? Rubber biscuit? Bow. How you my friend, we daily miss you. We'll provide protection, but only when we work as a team. And together we will bet on a bright tomorrow. So please accept position to facilitate our pyramid scheme.
Childlike view of the world went, nothing replaced it. Nothing replaced it. Nothing replaced it. I do not think we miss it, and I'm told nothing replaced it. I do not think utterly reconciled. I do not think
Musical Conversations on Plaza Midwood Community Radio is made possible by the Bluebird Beauty Bar. Polly Hall and Kaya Stowers are committed to meeting the needs and expectations of each and every client, offering cuts and colors and chemical waves, and everything from facial waxing to makeup and updos for bridal parties and proms. It's 408 Beaumont Avenue in Charlotte, bluebirdbeautybar.com. Don't forget to tell them you are a musical conversationalist.
Does it ever happen to you? And can you prove that wheels go round in reasons? You take your step in time to move together. Time is the measure for it's begun. Slips away like running water. Live for the pleasure, live by the gun. Heritage for son and daughter.
grateful they found you, girl, and they put me with you. 'Cause you chase away everything used to make me feel blue. And our love rewrites history, and it grows ever sure into this endless mystery from the well deep inside of us. I bought you a diamond bracelet, I bought you a diamond ring, then I took them back so I could buy a box of everything for you.
so bad his bones been choking, been greenish drops in the light of the iron sauces, where the torture never stops. The torture never stops. The torture, the torture, the torture never stops.
This is Johnny Moss from the Dirty South Revolutionaries, and you're listening to Musical Conversations. Was that beautiful?
That was beautiful. That's
now give me my $10 for the advertisement.
Where we have harnessed the energy of the sun, it is totally out of control, and there's simply nothing we can do about it.
It's a serious incident. Circus is causing an accident. Like the nuclear watchdogs, they confirm. Like the nuclear watchdogs, they confirm.
This is Stan. Listen to Musical Conversations on Plaza Midwood Community Radio, Saturday afternoons at 2, where I have local, regional, national, and sometimes international bands come in, and we talk music, influences, philosophy, and everything else. Saturdays at 2 on PMCR. Musical Conversations on Plaza Midwood Community Radio is made possible by the Bluebird Beauty Bar. Polly Hall and Kaya Stowers are committed to meeting the needs and expectations of each client, offering cuts and colors and chemical waves, and everything from facial waxing to makeup and updos for bridal parties and proms. 408 Beaumont Avenue in Charlotte, BluebirdBeautyBar.com. Don't forget to tell them you are a musical conversationalist.
Musical Conversations on Plaza Midwood Community Radio, PMCR Charlotte.